Good morning, everyone. This is Gail Dudley with your News in Motion. Happy Monday. I guess we can say joyful Monday to all of you. Today is Monday, September the 21st, 2020. So let's get started. Good morning, Brenda Randleman. All right, good morning, Pastor Alex Williams. How are you? All right, y'all. So I debated on jumping on late Friday. I debated on jumping on Saturday. And I said, no, we'll just wait. So here we are. It's Monday. And this entire episode is dedicated to the notorious RBG. She was phenomenal. If you remember, maybe a month ago, I was telling you all that I was watching the movie on the basis of sex. And of course, I watched it again this weekend. Just getting excited about where we are, where we have landed. Please understand the political landscape has shifted. After the death of this amazing woman, Ruth Ginsburg, the political landscape has shifted. Good morning, Jacqueline. It has shifted. All right, y'all, she was nominated by President Bill Clinton. Good morning, Adrian, on June 14th, 1993. And she began serving on August the 10th, 1993. There's a quote that I have on all of my, just everywhere. I have it actually on my wall that's been in my office for several years. The quote says, "My mother told me to be a lady. And for her, that meant be your own person, be independent." And there was just something about that quote that just really holds dear to me. So when this all happened, y'all know I co-own a magazine with my daughter. We put it on all of our social media on Ready Publication. Good morning, Antoinette. So y'all, the other thing is many of us, those of us will say rest in heaven or rest in peace. But here's the truth. For being that she was a Jewish woman, the saying that they use, good morning, Oscar, the saying that they use is may her memory be for blessing. That's what they say. May her memory be for blessing. So with that being said, I just want to read this quote as I was digging through, looking at some Jewish traditions. And this was something that someone wrote about her. And again, this is a direct quote. When we say may her memory be for blessing, the blessing we speak of is not may we remember her fondly or may her memory be a blessing to us. The blessing applies is this: may you be like Ruth. Jewish thought teaches that when a person dies, it is up to those who bear her memory to keep her goodness alive. We do this by remembering her. We do this by speaking her name. We do this by carrying on her legacy. We do this by continuing to pursue justice, righteousness, and sustainability. So with that, again, it's called may her memory, the saying is called may her memory be for blessing. We're saying we're going to call her name, we're going to remember who she is, and we're going to continue her legacy. And we saw that unfold on Friday night. They said there was over 1,000 people that ended up on the steps of the Supreme Court, the U.S. Supreme Court, that there were vigils, there were people gathering, that people started strategizing. And get this, y'all, I want to tell you this. I'm going to jump down to this and I'll go back to there. Get this, in looking up information, be like Ruth, that's right. Y'all, 90 minutes. And this is from Act Blue, where you give money. Good morning to my brother, Louis Pryor. 90 minutes after her death was announced, Act Blue, this is where people send in donations for candidates and for different parties and for different platforms, reported seeing 6.2 million in donations, the most ever in 1 hour. That means people said, oh no, So people started giving. Now, and by the way, it was the most ever in 1 hour. Within the very next hour, the initial record was broken. And they said it was more than $100,000 per minute. Y'all, that's what we do. Good morning, Demia. That's what we do. So y'all, 90 minutes after her death was announced, there's a report, and you can Google it. You remember, I'm just one source. Check out your sources. It was reported that 6.2 million in donations came in within an hour. The very next hour, that record was broken, and the Democratic Party was receiving $100,000 per minute. Now, get this, it gets better. After Mitch McConnell talked about filling her seat, y'all, within another hour, this is additional money. 70.6 million was raised from 1.2 million contributors. That's what happened. So y'all, this political landscape shift. A part of me is like, man, can she just rest in peace just for a moment? And I'm thinking, I don't know. She may be going, yep, that's right, y'all. Go ahead and do what y'all need to do. And the thing is, y'all, we mourn, but we have to take action. So get this, y'all. In 28 hours, I'm not done. Y'all thought I was done right at 70.6 million. Nope. In 28 hours after her passing was announced, Act Blue, again, that's a holder of contributors that money will go in, reported receiving $100 million in donations. In addition to the 6.2, the 70.6, $100 million. That's a lot of money, y'all. That's a lot of money. And we need to be excited about the funds that came in over that time. And that also said to me that we can do this. Again, y'all, the saying in the Jewish tradition is, may her memory be for blessing. May her memory be for blessing. So with that said, let us pursue justice, just like they were asking for in the Jewish community, righteousness and sustainability. So y'all, we need to vote in large numbers. Tomorrow, and again, this whole episode is dedicated to May Her Blessing Be for Memory, notorious RBG Ruth Ginsburg. Y'all, tomorrow, September the 22nd, is National Voter Registration Day. National Voter Registration Day. So y'all, we got to go to work. Yeah, it's Monday. We got to go to work. Y'all, National Voter Registration Day is a nonpartisan civic holiday. It's nonpartisan. It has been observed since 2012. The hashtag that should be used all day tomorrow, anytime you're talking about voter registration on any of your social media platforms, that hashtag is Vote Ready. One word, Vote Ready. So if somebody can put that in the feed, hashtag Vote Ready. All right, y'all, so this is what we have to do. You may either need to watch this again or get your pen and paper or have your smartphone on the memo, whatever you want to do. Y'all, we have to establish a plan between now and midnight. So between now and midnight, so you have more than 12 hours, we have to establish a plan. All of us, whether we do it collectively or individually, or whether you decide to get together with a group of people and do this, we have to establish a plan. All right, y'all, and this is serious. This is serious. I've been telling y'all about September 22nd for a few weeks now, so now here we are. So the first thing we need to do, we need to talk to people. So go back to what I shared with you, I believe it was like 3 weeks ago. What's your pitch? It has to be 3 minutes or less. It really needs to be 2 minutes or less. What is your vote story? If you come in contact with somebody, if you decide to do a webinar or a Zoom call or have a one-on-one or just text people, what is your message? What is the message you're going to put on your Facebook? What is your message you're going to put on your Instagram, your Twitter, whatever? And y'all, then take that. Twitter is 240 characters. So make sure you compact your talk in that short time, in that short, those few words. What are you going to say? What are you going to do? For example, good morning, Mary Jenkins, and congratulations to you, Mary. I saw your post. Congratulations for that. So for example, what I usually say to people is that, hey, in this season, it's voting season. Are you ready? Have you signed up? Have you registered? And if they say yes, I'm like, great. So make sure you exercise your right to vote. Let's get out there in great numbers. Let's go for it. Y'all know me by now. I'm just up, going, perky, whatever. If someone says to me that they have not voted, remember the young man I told y'all about outside of Target. just in asking, I said, well, why haven't you registered? Oh, my voice doesn't matter. Nobody cares. And I replied, well, they do care. And when I told him personally, I care about your voice and your voice needs to be heard. When I made it personal to that young man, he then pulled out his phone and he registered to vote. Now, there was dialogue, there was conversation. It wasn't done, like the entire conversation was not done in 3 minutes. We probably spent about 7 to 10 minutes having a dialogue. And then when he was walking, I said, all right, now I know you're going to go hang out with your boys. So encourage them to register as well. And he was like, that's what's up. That's what's up. Then he found me on Facebook, which was weird. And he now follows me on Facebook. Young man, young millennial. He is registered to vote. He is registered. Not too long ago, he inboxed me and said, okay, here's the information. I am confirmed. He shared that with me. So it's about having that relationship. So y'all, what is your talking point in those 3 minutes, 2 minutes or less? What are you going to post on your social media? Tomorrow, September the 22nd, tomorrow is National Voter Registration. Point 2, use all your social media. Use all of it. Even if you have only 10 followers on one of your platforms, use every social media platform that you have. Y'all, we have about 12 hours to come up with our plan to hit National Voter Registration Day, which is tomorrow, September the 22nd. So y'all, use all your social media platform. If you want to go live, do a live for 30 seconds. Do a live for 60 seconds, encouraging your base. Sometimes written word is like people will read it and go, okay. But if you come on live and say, hey, I need you to register to vote, and this is what we need to do. This is what's on the line. Talk about Don Wooten, the ICE nurse with the detention center in Georgia. Talk about what happened there. Talk about the horrific news that they were doing to women, removing their uteruses. Talk about that. Talk about that. Talk about healthcare. Talk about what's passionate for you. Do that. Use your social media, y'all. Every platform that you're on. Number 3, use the Outvote app. By now, all of you should have downloaded the Outvote app. You can get it in your apps. Download that app, y'all. Download that app. Upload your contacts. You will see who's registered to vote and your contact. I don't know how they did it, but they did it. Use that to your advantage. And then number 4, share the links. So I've been giving you these links. Now, don't share all of these links with somebody. Find out which one you enjoy the most and use that link. So here they are. Somebody please put these in the thread and make sure you use the www dot so somebody can just click on it or copy it to share it to their page. All right, y'all. The first one is, again, all of them are going to be www.iwillvote.com. iwillvote.com. That's when you can check your registration. You can confirm your polling place. You can confirm your address. You can find out what's happening through your Secretary of State. That's one that many people use. So that's iwillvote.com. The next one is vote.gov. They can register to vote. They can check, I think they can check their polling places. They may even be able to check what type of information they need. So that's another one, vote.gov. The other one is rockthevote.org, rockthevote.org. I would use that one with millennials. I would use that one with young people because there's a lot of information on there for young people. That's rockthevote.org. The other one is vote.org. I'm sorry, vote.org. Vote.org is one that you may see our 44th president talk about a lot. So vote.org. The other one is whenweallvote.org. Whenweallvote.org. That's the one that is led, she's in the background, by Michelle Obama. So there's that one. There are other ones. You can even go to readypublication.com and click the Ready to Vote campaign icon, and that one will take you to vote.gov. So there are many. Then I've given you so many other resources. Decide which one works for you, but when you're registering people to vote, make it as easy as possible. It is so important to make it as easy as possible. Tomorrow, September the 22nd, is National Voter Registration Day. We need to get people registered to vote. We need to get people registered to vote. Again, that is a nonpartisan site. You can go there also. You can go there and and you want to write this down for your notes. You can click, when you go to, it's called nationalvoterregistrationday.org. You're not going to give that to people who you're going to register to vote. This is for you. This is a resource for you. nationalvoterregistrationday.org. When you go there, click the menu, click resources, click either individuals or group if you're working with a group, then click communication toolkit. They have everything you need for you to be able to communicate with people. You can also get all their memes, you can get images, you can get so forth in the social media toolkit. So y'all, nationalvoterregistrationday.org, you can get every resource you need to get people registered to vote on tomorrow. Y'all, this is a concert. We should be doing this collectively. This is a concerted effort of what we're going to do to get people registered to vote. If you come across anybody that says, nope, I'm not, thank you, Adrian, for putting that down. Nope, no, I'm not registered. Stop what you're doing. Have that conversation with them. Have your pitch, y'all, 3 minutes or less. Have that pitch. All right, y'all. So I wanted to really, really put all that information out there. Y'all, the time is now. The question is, what are you going to do? What are you going to do? All right, that was a whole lot. Are there any questions with anything that I just gave you? Type it in there and I'll look at it before I sign off and do my best to answer those questions. But y'all, tomorrow, I will come on tomorrow right here at 7:25. I'll give a couple more pointers on how we're going to do this. You can do this. You can, if you have a church group, do it with your church group. Girlfriend group, do it with your girlfriend group. Brotherhood, do it with your brotherhood. Yes, TikTok is also a great platform. The problem is, it's a little wonky because it's supposed, the judge blocked it. Then I think it's Oracle and Walmart bought it. I don't still know what's going on. TikTok, if you can get on there, great, but it could be confiscated. But you're right, TikTok is also a great platform for those who know it. Snapchat is another one. Snapchat is being very targeted to millennials, so you're absolutely correct. But I'm going to come on, I'm going to give us whatever we need, and we're going to go out and register people to vote. Some people are doing it door to door. If you're safe doing that, just remember, wear your mask, practice social distancing, and have some sort of ID to tell them what it is that you're doing. Be very careful with that. That's in this coronavirus season, be very careful with that. Okay, so coronavirus numbers U.S., and I'll keep checking to see if there's any questions. Yeah, there are 7 million. Remember, I go to the World Health Organization, not CDC. There are 7,004,768 cases in the U.S. That's a lot. There are 204,000 deaths, 204,118 deaths. And based upon the book Rage and the audio tapes I've heard for myself, he knew. There are 4,250,140 that have recovered, so we need to celebrate that recovery number. All right, y'all, CNN reports that the U.S. is headed in the wrong direction. They level off and then they go another direction. Y'all, as of last week, as of Friday, this past Friday, in 31 states, the number of COVID-19 cases have increased by 10%, and that's according to Johns Hopkins University. So they have increased, 31 states, they have increased. The other thing is, call it a joke, call it whatever you want to. But on Saturday, the occupant of the Oval made a comment that he's going to sign an executive order that's saying that Joe Biden can't run for president or be president. Y'all may think that as a joke. He said it. Y'all better believe what he's saying. Watch everything that he's been saying all along. He's been doing something to implement some of what it is that he's talking about. That's not okay. Also, here's an opportunity to call your representatives. Call all of those representatives that made that statement in 2016, in February of 2016, that President Barack Obama could not name a Supreme Court justice. It should wait for the next president because it was in an election year. That was 10 months out. It's now, 45 days away? And now they want to name somebody. No. What did you say in 2016? Your word is your bond. A lot can happen with this, y'all. Her passing changed the landscape of voting. It changed it. It made a quick change. And what's happening is you have Susan Collins, you have Lisa McCloskey, I believe that's how you say it, and somebody correct me if I'm wrong. That's not McCloskey. Yeah, Lisa, I can't think of her last name, but they both said they should not be filled in their GOP. And here's why. With Susan Collins, she's already down in the polls. That would seal her deal that she won't get in. Jamie Harrison is neck and neck with Lindsey Graham, and that will take care of him too. Then Mitch McConnell. Now, on Friday, I told y'all that Amy McGrath was down in the polls. Since Friday, she's coming up in the polls. So they're going to have to this could be political suicide if Mitch McConnell, if the majority leader, pushes forward with what he wants to do with filling that seat. So it's going to be very interesting. I told y'all they raised over $100 million in 28 hours. In 28 hours. That's a lot of money. So y'all, for the win, RBG, notorious RBG, because y'all, she has passed on and the entire world is talking about her. The entire world is talking about her. Again, the quote from the Jewish tradition, may her memory be for blessing. May her memory be for blessing. And again, we do this, and this is their quote, we do this by remembering her. We do this by speaking her name. We do this by carrying on her legacy. We do this by continuing to pursue justice, righteousness, and sustainability. That's where we are. My inspirational message, I only have one word, pray. For the prayers of the righteous availeth much. All right, y'all, that's all I have. You have 12 hours to make your plan for September 22nd. If any of you have any questions, you can inbox me. Those of you who have my email, you can email me. Those of you who have my cell phone number, you can text message me if you have any questions. We have a plan to register. You also set your goal. You set your goal. Do you want to register 3 people, 5 people, 50 people? You set your goal. And the goal is to get out there and let's get people registered to vote. All right, y'all. I'm Gail Dudley with your News in Motion. Until tomorrow, right here at 7:25. Peace out. Make it a great day.